Hello everyone, thank you for taking out time to watch this video. Today we are going to discuss the strategy pattern, which is one of the behavioral design pattern. It is one of the common design patterns that you should be using very frequently. Now, where does it, uh, where does strategy pattern needs to be used? So we'll just understand the problem statement. So one of the common development challenge, see when there are multiple types of payment methods like you could see UPI card, net banking, etc. Or could be multiple notification channels like it could be SMS, email, SFTP, etc. These kind of cases, these are straight away cases of strategy pattern. And you know why it is important? Because if we don't use strategy pattern, then code will end up becoming very difficult to maintain, very difficult to test. It will also violate the open close principle. What is open close principle? The classes should be open for extension but closed for modification. That's the principle. And if we don't use strategy pattern in such cases, we'll end up modifying the classes. That is something that we want to avoid. And code keeps growing with new requirement. Say tomorrow there is a new type of payment method, then we end up adding more code. There will be new else if. Hopefully you got the problem statement. Now just a brief introduction of what is strategy pattern. So like I told you, it's a behavioral design pattern. Uh, it encapsulates basically the algorithms or whatever service classes that you have written and interchangeable as well. So instead of asking which code block should I execute, in case of if else, there is a branching. Every time it is like which code block should I execute. Instead of that, we should ask which strategy should I use. Now, to understand how to implement strategy pattern, I straight away walk towards to the example. So I have already written the code. I'll just directly walk you through. First of all, for a strategy, now here we are taking a very simple example. Okay, this is operation strategy. It's an interface. That is something that we require. This operation strategy has a method execute. Okay, and it has two parameters, num1 and num2. Basically, any class implementing this will have to implement this method execute. So we have different types of operation strategy. The first is addition strategy. Now, addition strategy, what it will do is it will do the addition of these numbers, number one plus number two. Once this is done, similarly, we'll have the other strategy, which is subtraction. Subtraction will minus it, multiplication will multiply. So here, just revisiting all the classes. Operation strategy, your interface class, and there are three classes which are implementing this strategy. Now we'll have the operation manager, or you could say it's a service class. Now it is going to have operation strategy, basically your interface in a hazard relationship. And what it will do is it will also set this operation strategy using the setter. And it will have one method which will internally call the method execute method of the operation strategy. So what it does basically, I set the strategy here. So what could be the strategy? Addition, multiplication, or subtraction. Simple. And so once I get the type of strategy, say it is addition. So this addition strategy dot execute will be called when I am passing the addition strategy as the instance. This is what operation manager is. Now how this operation manager and whole thing works, we'll look into the application class. A very simple implementation. We'll have the operation manager. Operation manager, I set the operation strategy as addition. Okay, addition strategy, as you can see here. So just recapping it again so that you don't get confused. Operation manager has I operation strategy, and I am using a setter here. And in the application class, first I am passing the object of addition strategy. It is a type of I operation strategy. So the addition strategy is set now. When I call the operation manager execute, what will happen here? This method will be called. Now this variable, this dot operation strategy, is nothing but addition strategy, and it will call the execute method of addition strategy. Okay, this is simple, right? So this addition strategy is executed. Similarly, if I want to change it and make it subtraction strategy, I just set the setter and I call the execute method. And then for multiplication, I just call same thing. I'm just passing the object and the strategy is changing. So here we'll just check the output. As you can see, when I'm passing 10, 5, 15, subtraction result is 5, multiplication is 50. So tomorrow, say we have a new kind of strategy. Say it's division. Let's add it. Implementing this method, execute. Here I'm going to divide it. Not divided by num2. Simple implementation. I didn't do anything. I just added a new strategy. That's it. My whole application is as it is. I have not even touched anything. So this application is nothing but your client side. So client side, I just call this division strategy, and then you can see the output. The division result is 2. So I didn't change anything for a new strategy. I just added a new division strategy. That's it. So here we are maintaining the code. So your existing code is not impacted. Even when you're testing becomes easier. You only test for your new strategy or new code. The old code is as it is. It is not impacted. So that's the advantage of strategy pattern. Also, if I don't use strategy pattern, then I would end up in something like this if else block. Basically, I'll have to use some variable. Okay, if the type is addition, then call addition strategy. If type is multiplication, then call multiplication. And say tomorrow I add division, then I need to change the code here. So here we are breaking the open close principle. So this is what the strategy pattern is. This was the example with a simple Java code. Now let's see how this works in Spring Boot. We'll just take a different kind of example. So we have a strategy class, which is an interface. So here we are having notification strategy. This is, it has a method send notification, and a parameter is message. This notification strategy is implemented by email, and we have given the service class bean name is email, and it just return the message and email sent. Just implementing the send notification method. Similarly, in the SMS class, we are just implementing the send notification, and the service class bean is SMS. So this is the strategy class and its two implementation. And then we have the service class, which is your manager class. We had seen in the previous example. In case of Spring Boot, what you can do is you just create this kind of map. So what Spring Boot will do is while creating the bean, here we are using the constructor injection. So the string and notification strategy. This is the bean. Okay, so it will create this map automatically. It will identify this email as one bean, SMS as one bean, and email would be the key here. So something like this. So our map would look like this: email notification strategy, SMS, SMS notification strategy. This is what our map would look like. And you don't have to do anything. This will be handled by the Spring Boot while creating the bean. So this is unique constructor injection. If you make it auto add, that also works. But I think the better way is using the constructor injection. And then we have this process notification method. What it takes is two types of two parameters: notification type, whether it is SMS or email, and the message. So we have the notification strategy here. So how to get the type of bean? Simple. We have the map. We'll pass the key, email or SMS. Based on email or SMS, whatever type, we get the notification strategy bean basically. It could be email or it could be SMS. One of the implementation. And then it will call the send notification method of either of these three based on the parameter notification type. Now coming to controller will have notification service, and we have one API. So this API basically accepts one of the uh, type SMS or email to identify which notification service needs to be processed. So here notification service or process notification, we pass type and the message. We'll just see how it works. In this example, first pass SMS. As soon as I pass SMS, we get the SMS sent. Now, how did it work? So, this is our notification service. I am passing SMS, and if I click on this here SMS, and when I do a get, I get SMS notification setting, and this send notification method is called of SMS notification, and that is why we are getting this message. Hopefully, this has cleared your doubt about strategy pattern and how to implement it, and this works even for email. And tomorrow, if you want to add a new strategy, you just need to add a service class. That's it. So this is how the things become simpler with strategy pattern. I would recommend try using this pattern in your day-to-day work. So mostly we have covered most of the things in the examples. But just to recap, so like I told you, one of the component is strategy interface. It is a common contract. Then we have concrete implementations. Then we have context, which is a service class or your manager class. And then there is a client. In case of Springboard, it would be your API controller. And in case of our normal Java class, it would be public static void main class. And what are the benefits? The important technical benefits: we are avoiding if-else chains. You are following the open close principle. Like I told you, if there is a new strategy added, if you are using this kind of approach, you will have to uh, modify the code. And again, you will have to go into the cycle of testing each and everything because they're touching the code. And there is a runtime flexibility. So you are actually using the polymorphism in a very good way. So these are the advantages of strategy pattern. Hopefully, and these are the examples like payment gateway. You have Razor type, Stripe, PayPal, notification, email, SMS, WhatsApp, authentication providers, LDAP, Word. When you have such scenarios basically where you have multiple types of services, then you go for the strategy pattern. I hope this was useful, um, and this helps in your day-to-day work. Thank you for your time. Hopefully, uh, I have helped you understanding this concept. Thank, thank you. Have a good day.